Good morning. Hi, happy Sunday, July 5th, the day after the 4th of July. Um, I know it's been a minute since I've been on here, and I don't know what really made me have to do this today, but I'm doing it anyway. Um, I'm just sitting here. It's like 6:45 in the morning, and drinking my coffee in my favorite seat and wearing my booby shirt. And I I was going through some of my old digital files and things that I have, like, recipes and emails back and forth to people from years and years and years ago. That's how long they've been in my files. Um, and apparently I felt that they were relevant or necessary or something, and I needed to save them and not delete them. Anyway, uh, I I had I had to share some of this with y'all because this particular one, I kind of sometimes keep a diary this way, like if I have certain thoughts or events that have taken place, or things that I don't want to forget. Um, Instead of writing it on a piece of paper. And I've got stuff like that I've moved with 5 times, that gets buried and stuff. But this is a quicker and easier way to do it. I just pull up a Word doc or something, or an email to myself, and I'll just type out my thoughts and or whatever it is. And so anyway, I was first off, you know, being the day after the 4th of July, and it being our uh, 250th anniversary of America and stuff. I was thinking how, as far as being a proud, quote unquote, American, um, I have to say, I'm a proud woman. I'm a proud person of my own personal accomplishments and, you know, things that I've been able to overcome and things like that. And the fact that I can, for the most part, take care of myself and not need uh a man, or things like that. I'm proud of myself for the things that I've learned and done in my life. Um and but being a proud American isn't necessarily one of those things. I'm kind of almost ashamed to live here in America right now because of the way our government decided to represent us. And I I don't think it's right what's happening. And I personally, I think uh, the orange man, Donald Trump, I think he seriously is intentionally trying to destroy America as I've known it in my 65 almost years. I think he's trying to destroy it intentionally just so he can have more for himself. I or something. This vendetta he's got, his revenge tour is so blatantly obvious that everything he's doing is intentionally to to break it. He's trying to break it. He doesn't like any of us. It's like he's just a miserable son of a bitch and he just cannot help himself. So Yeah, I'm not proud of that. And, of course, I didn't vote for the fuck. I didn't vote for that. I went Kamala. But, you know, and I hate to say it, but she was the better of the two evils because our system is screwed up and everything. I mean, don't get me wrong. But I mean, when you've got a choice of only two and you've got to pick one, he definitely wasn't going to be on my list of, well, maybe. No, he wasn't even a maybe. Anyway, so anyway, I came across this one document that I sent to myself, um, and it was just thoughts that I um, had, and I wanted to share it because, and the last time I tried to start this video, and then I pulled up the document, um, it cut me off of the video. So I don't want that to happen, but I want to be able to read it. And I'm afraid if I touch it, it's going to cut me off of the video. So I should have split screened it so I could do that. Let me see. No, see, maybe now it's going. Let me see. Is it going now? Let me see. Am I still on? Yeah, I'm still on. Okay. I just don't want to have to do this 15 times. That's how important it is for me to want to share it, though. See, I'm such a dork. So anyway, um, God dang it. Okay, the light's still on, so I think I'm okay. But now I'm losing my I'm an old lady. Just no excuses. Just leave me alone. I'm okay. So, okay, I think I got it. Let me see. I'm trying to get to the letter. Um, shoot. Okay, Patricia, you got this. Okay. So anyway, forgive me. Let us continue. Okay. So, and it ends abruptly. I mean, there's no ending to it. It's just my thoughts and feelings at the time. So here, let me just read this to you. It says, when I was growing up and as a young adult, I never had any other way to know or meet people but through other friends, school, jobs, going out, normal stuff. I never asked or really even cared what they thought about politics, really. We'd all had guns growing up for going camping and hunting. Some girls we knew had an abortion. Some people went to church. Some were gay. The point is, I dealt with people face to face and judged whether they would be good or bad acquaintances for me based on them, who they are, how they act, how they chose to treat me and everyone else. I personally didn't want to follow any particular crowd. I just wanted to hang out with cool, down to earth, honest, friendly people. These other things were personal choices, like everything. Time, relationships, jobs, kids, and 35 plus years go by, and we find ourselves here, the era of social media. Ugh. I thought it was a wonderful thing being able to reconnect with all those people I knew way back in those simpler, less hostile times, as well as up to more recently, and relatives, long lost family members, almost all to be found on the World Wide Web with a click of a mouse kind of thing. Then, in Obama's second term, I started noticing some of my friends and random people making comments shocking comments that in the beginning was very upsetting for me. I just don't understand where it was coming from. I've always considered myself a liberal person in general, but once that word became a label to marginalize a group of people, it became a personal insult against me. I didn't do anything. I was born, grew up, felt fairly up to date, even in my own naivety. How did my belief system or my values become these horrible, un American, anti whatever organized forces that needed to be targeted and overpowered? They don't even know me. It really became palatable around 2015 when the election became the main topic. I realized where it was rooted, and I thought most everybody else did too. If I ever voiced my discontent with the vitriol and hateful comments, the personal directed comments would come at me just for disapproving a candidate, for instance. The swarms of minions would appear out of nowhere to set me straight. People from my friends list were suddenly nasty, hateful, dark, mean people. The transformation was amazing. And again, anytime I'd challenge a comment, it immediately became intentionally personal. And that's all I wrote in that entry. Um, but when I read it back, I thought, wow, you know what? Uh, that was in 2019. So what? This is 2026. Um, it's only gotten worse. And I don't, I know I'm not the only one that feels this way. I know I'm not. I can't be. I know I'm pretty unique in a lot of ways, but I know that this is something that's hitting a lot of people. Um, and we never wanted our our lifestyles. Nobody wants this. Nobody wants to fucking hate everybody. Nobody wants to fight amongst ourselves. But yet, ever since around 2015, and we all know where it started, it's just been, it's like a cancer was like injected into our society, and it's just been growing and growing, and it's gotten worse. And it's hard to not be depressed and sad and mad and upset and worse. It's hard. And with the economy and just everything all combined, it's like suddenly my world around me isn't the way it was when I was growing up. There's nothing joyful about waking up in the morning, It's just like, oh my God, what bad news are we going to see today? What new war is that asshole going to start today? Who's he going to threaten today? And you know, when I'm out and about, which I don't do very often because, like, what's the point? It's hard to look people in the eye. I don't want to start anything. I don't want to give them the wrong impression. If I'm too friendly, then there's something wrong with me. If I'm not friendly enough, there's something wrong with me. It's like things are just not good. I mean, I can have a happy place in my private little spot right here, and that's about the only joy I find anymore is just being alone because it's too hard to interact with humans um, these days, and it's all because of that fucker. I believe it's been a long time coming. He just totally opened up that can, and let it all out. He's the one. And I swear, if there was such a thing as an antichrist, he would be it. But anyway, those are just my thoughts. So I wanted to just share those thoughts with y'all, and just ask anybody that might watch this, I know I'm not alone, am I? I mean, what are your thoughts on the way our way of life has changed in the last 10 years? Um, because I know I'm not the only one that notices. Prove me wrong. It's it's um it's kind of scary. I mean, my life is, I'm old, so I worried about much more of a future isn't something that I need to be too concerned about, although it would be nice to at least live out my days halfway cool. But everybody else is, I mean, there's still generations and generations that deserve a good life. And I don't know what's going to happen. Plus, we're facing the climate thing, and that's just a whole other issue. But anyway, if anybody has any thoughts on it, I'd really love it if you share them in the comments. And other than that, thank you for bothering to listen to my rant. Have a great day.